I almost didn't buy this Edifier R1280T powered bookshelf speaker, as I had my doubts about its ability to deliver high-quality sound given its relatively affordable price point. However, after taking the plunge and trying it out, I was pleasantly surprised by the depth and clarity of the audio it produced. The moment I became a believer was when I played my favorite song through these speakers, and I was struck by the way the bass notes seemed to reverberate through the room, creating an immersive listening experience that I hadn't expected from a speaker in this class. The problem that these speakers solve is the age-old issue of trying to find a decent pair of speakers that can deliver high-quality sound without breaking the bank. We've all been there, stuck with a pair of tinny, underpowered speakers that fail to do justice to our favorite music or movies. The Edifier R1280T powered bookshelf speakers aim to change that, offering a compelling combination of power, quality, and affordability that makes them an attractive option for anyone looking to upgrade their listening experience. When I first unboxed the Edifier R1280T, I was struck by the premium feel of the speakers. The wooden enclosure is beautifully finished, with a classic wood grain effect that looks and feels like real wood. The build quality is solid, with a substantial weight that suggests a high level of craftsmanship. The first thing I noticed when I turned them on was the warm, rich sound that filled the room, with a depth and clarity that was impressive for speakers in this price range. As I began to explore the features of the speakers, I was impressed by the attention to detail that had gone into their design. The side panel controls, for example, are intuitively laid out, making it easy to adjust the volume, bass, and treble to your liking. The remote control is also a nice touch, allowing you to adjust the volume from across the room. One of the key benefits of the Edifier R1280T is its ability to connect to multiple devices at once. The two auxiliary inputs allow you to plug in two devices simultaneously, such as a phone and a computer, and switch between them seamlessly. This is a major advantage over other speakers in this class, which often require you to plug and unplug devices in order to switch between them. The auxiliary inputs are also conveniently located on the back of the speaker, making it easy to connect and disconnect devices as needed. Another major benefit is the remote control, which allows you to adjust the volume from across the room. This is a small but significant feature that makes a big difference in terms of convenience and usability. The remote control is also intuitively laid out, with clear and simple buttons that make it easy to navigate. In terms of technical specifications, the Edifier R1280T is impressive. The speakers produce 42 watts of RMS power, which is more than enough to fill a small to medium-sized room with sound. The frequency response is also impressive, ranging from 60 Hz to 20 kHz, which means that the speakers can produce a wide range of frequencies, from deep bass notes to high treble sounds. The wooden enclosure is also worth mentioning, as it helps to produce a warm and rich sound that is characteristic of high-quality speakers. The MDF wood build is also durable and long-lasting, making it a great option for anyone who wants a pair of speakers that will stand the test of time. I put the Edifier R1280T to the test in a challenging real-world scenario, using them to watch a movie in a small home theater setup. I was impressed by the way the speakers handled the complex soundtrack, with clear and distinct dialogue and sound effects. The bass was also impressive, with deep and rumbling notes that added to the overall sense of immersion and engagement. The speakers were able to handle the dynamic range of the movie with ease, producing a wide range of frequencies and volumes without distorting or losing clarity. I was also impressed by the way the speakers handled the quiet moments in the movie, producing a clear and detailed sound that drew me into the story. In terms of pros and cons, the Edifier R1280T has a lot to offer. One of the major pros is the sound quality, which is impressive for speakers in this price range. The speakers produce a warm and rich sound that is characteristic of high-quality speakers, with clear and distinct dialogue and sound effects. Another major pro is the convenience of the auxiliary inputs and remote control, which make it easy to connect and control multiple devices. The wooden enclosure is also a major pro, as it produces a durable and long-lasting build that will stand the test of time. One minor con is that the speakers can be a bit sensitive to placement, requiring a bit of tweaking to get the best sound. However, this is a minor quibble, and the speakers are generally easy to set up and use. In comparison to other speakers in this class, the Edifier R1280T stands out for its combination of sound quality, convenience, and affordability. The speakers are more powerful and produce a wider range of frequencies than many other speakers in this price range, making them a great option for anyone who wants a high-quality listening experience without breaking the bank. The wooden enclosure and remote control also set the Edifier R1280T apart from other speakers, which often have a more utilitarian design and fewer features. In conclusion, I highly recommend the Edifier R1280T powered bookshelf speakers to anyone who is looking for a high-quality listening experience without breaking the bank. The speakers produce a warm and rich sound that is characteristic of high-quality speakers, with clear and distinct dialogue and sound effects. The convenience of the auxiliary inputs and remote control make it easy to connect and control multiple devices.